Hello tarot lovers. Today I am back here with a new box to unbox. This one is very special, and I must say that I have never been more excited about a tarot deck than this one. For the tarot geeks among us, I haven't been this excited for a red box Oswald Worth tarot or a blue box Rider-Waite-Smith tarot. No, this is it. This is called the Verima Mystery. Well, this box is an enigma. And the question I want to pose to you is, should I burn it? You're probably going to say, oh wow, stop, burning tarot? Are you crazy? Well, let's come with me on this journey to unravel the Verima mystery and why I am proposing to burn it. So if you look at this box, what I think is marvelous is that it has this stand. So you set it down, you can see these, it's gold, so and on the rims, the edges, and what's wonderful, all these astrological signs also in gold. It's very beautiful, but as you can see, it's very, let's say, vintage, and it's extremely rare, and probably so rare because many of them have been burned. So I'm adding to the tension now, as you can hopefully tell. Anyway, this is probably from the early 1950s, 1952 most say. And this has been opened, of course, so it's not a unboxing with opening of a seal. And I have looked in it before, but to you all it's probably new, or at least most of you. So here we go. Look, here it is. As you can see, there are 3 pockets, 2 holding cards and 1 holding a booklet which says The Verima Mystery by Evert Zeeven. And you may think, Evert Zeeven, who is that? Well, this man is intriguing. I have done research about him, but I couldn't find much other than the fact that he and his life partner, the painter Karel Brugman, have lived in the Netherlands and also have lived in the United States for a while. And Karel Brugman is pretty unknown in his homeland, Holland or Netherlands as you will, but a pretty well-known painter in the States. And his work goes for a considerable amount of money. About Evert Zeeven, other than that he's the life partner of Karel Brugman, which is also stated here in the booklet that Karel Brugman actually painted these cards, or at least the Verima card. Well, there isn't much to be found about him. So here we have this booklet, and it's very small, and as you can see, it's so interesting because it says here it has been translated by Ilona Ricardo, probably from Dutch into English, and the world copyright is by Evert Zeeven, New York, Groningen. Well, that's not they're not at the same level, I would say. Anyway, in this book, Evert Zeeven explains what these cards are, and here you see a picture of Verima. So, in a nutshell, I'm going to tell you what is written in this book, and the fact is that Evert and his life partner Karel were staying at a countess's castle in the Netherlands. And Evert got into a kind of a trance and met this woman, her name is Verima, and she told him several things. This was during World War II. And she had some prophecies, and she apparently was from medieval times and was a fortune card teller. So several things she told him, and she showed him several rooms, and here the story is explained. And then she shows him cards, and he takes the sketchbook of his life partner and lays it over the cards, and you can see through the paper of the sketchbook. And then he takes a pencil and he he tries to copy the cards, so he does that. And he is gone for a few hours, and when he gets back on Earth, so to say, he knows he has experienced this all, and the cards are there. And these are the oracle cards that Verima showed him, gave him. These are her cards. And they are very intriguing. I haven't looked at them much yet. It's actually one of the first times that I do, and I never seen cards like this. They are 32 in number. Here now the box is empty. And I think I will probably do a part 2 on this deck, because this is so intriguing. They're beautiful cards. And here it says they're really fortune-telling cards. They're really quite different from tarot. So here it says in the book what the meaning is and how you should read the cards, or could read the cards. But it says everybody should have their own personal copy. And if you have that, then you should place your initials of your first and last name on the cards. And as you can see, if you look closely, this is done here. I would say JL. And that's the case on every card. It's hard to make out. And now the story about burning the cards. Evert Zeeven says in this book, The Verima Mystery, that if the cards are already used by someone, you should burn them. Well, how could one ever burn these beautiful, intriguing cards, and they have such a special energy? There is an out in this. He says you can also consult a medium and see what they have to say about the cards. Maybe you could keep them. But it at least solves one mystery, one Verima mystery, and that's the fact that that this card deck is actually very, very rare. If every person who used it, burned it afterwards, there aren't bound to be a whole lot left. So I feel very privileged that I was able to obtain this. But now I'm in a bit of a jam. I can't burn them. I'm not a medium. So I don't quite know what to do with them. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. In the meantime, I will keep them and cherish them. I will come back though to this. These cards are pretty thick. They're pretty thick paper, very good quality. But there are also these 6 cards, and they're very thin paper. They seem to be cut by hand. They aren't cut very well, and those are 6 and hold a picture of Verima. And the hourglass I read in the book, that doesn't represent time. It represents eternity. So that's also interesting. Anyway, these cards you can keep with yourself. And Verima can protect you if you want to, but you have to invoke her. I didn't do that yet. I don't know if I should. So I'm a bit on the fence about invoking ghosts. It seems that Evert Zeeven wanted to start a Verima society in the US. To those interested, I will add that the organization for spreading the message of Verima will have its main office in the United States. Well, obviously, that wasn't really a success, because I can't find anything on it online. So I'm going to stop here because of the time, but I think you can understand why I'm over the moon and excited with this beautiful, beautiful deck. And if you have any suggestions for me, you're very welcome to make them. In the meantime, thank you for your interest, and all good blessings for you, and see you next time. Bye bye.